Dear friends, this is practice class 4. In our practice class 4, we have the task how we change the complex sentences to passive. Before it, we had the task how to change the simple sentences into passive. You mark all these sentences are complex sentence. There is one main clause and another is subordinate clause in each sentence. Can you think or do you think which one, whether the main clause should change to passive or the subordinate clause change to passive? When we change the subordinate clause to passive and main clause to passive, what should be our rules to be followed? And how we change the main clause to passive and subordinate clause to passive? People say main clause. The main clause, we have the choice. There is option. You can change the main clause, either the main clause to passive or the subordinate clause to passive. Main clause is people say. People say. So we follow the basic rule B plus V3, the passive designer. People say it is present simple. So people say we can change them as present simple. Be verb is, it is said. Suppose people believe, it is believed. People claimed, past tense. The same way it was claimed. People understand, it is understood. And then add the subordinate clause. What is it in original form? You place here the subordinate clause without any change. That the elephants have good memories. This is one type of passive, very easy. If there is main clause, there is subordinate clause, we can change the main clause to passive following the rule B plus V3. And if we want to change the subordinate clause to passive, what would be our? Let's change the subordinate clause to passive. For a main clause, we followed the general rule B plus V3. But when we change the subordinate clause to passive, the subject of the subordinate clause comes to subject of a passive sentence. For example, people say elephant are said. The reporting verb is in present tense, so elephants are said. Elephants are said. And have turns to infinitive or infinite, turns to have infinite. To have, you read the sentence, elephants are said to have good memories. This is our subordinate clause and has been changed to passive. Whenever the ଯେତେବେଳେ subordinate clause ଟି passive କରା ହେଉଛି people ଆଉ ଲେଖା ଯାଉ ନାହିଁ people ଜାଗାକୁ elephant ଆସି ଯେ କି general rule ଅନୁଯାୟୀ elephants are said. What is the general rule? Primary rule of the passive. People are elephants are said. We clean that. Then the finite verb, this is the finite, comes to non-finite, to have. Suppose if the verb is eat changes to be. If the verb is has changes to have. If the verb is play changes to play. Do you think? So what is the rule? If the present tense takes such a form, what are the changing forms of past tense? Let us discuss how the tense in the subordinate clause changes and how the finite verb of subordinate clause changes to infinitive form. अर्थात सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज फाइनाइट वर्ब टी नॉन फाइनाइट रूप को बा इन्फिनिटिव रूप को जाए. इन्फिनिटिव रूप को गला बेले हाउ इट चेंज, व्हाट इज द रूल, केउ रूल अनुजाई किपरि चेंज हुए. लेट्स डिस्कस हाउ सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज चेंजेस or how subordinate clause is changed to passive. We have the rules on the whiteboard. You read, watch the rules. Present simple, if the subordinate clause tense is present simple, the present simple verb changes to plus infinitive. Play to play, go to go, have to have, has to have, is to be. This is the rule. Present progressive, is playing, to be playing, is going, to be going. And present perfect, if it is present perfect, in present perfect have plus V3 form. And it changes to have plus been plus V3. Very easy. We jump to present to past. To infinitive, to have a V3. Progressive, to plus have plus been plus verb ing. Perfect, to have plus been plus V3. This is the rules for past and these are the rules for present. Accepting these rules, now we will change the sentences to passive. This is our task. How to transfer change to passive, or transformation of this sentence to passive. I have already given the chart, transformation chart, active to passive in these subordinate clauses. First mark the finite verb, it is in past tense. For simple past, to have V3. V3 means done, to have done. The subject comes to repeating verb subject, you are. This is present simple, you are said. To have done it. You are said to have done it. एठारे what are the changes we consider, we mark. आम आइडेंटिफाई करवा ये चेंज सब कौन है. प्रथम मेन क्लॉजर वर्ब चेंजेस करुच्ची आज पर द जनरल रूल ऑफ पैसिव बी प्लस V3. मन रख मेन क्लॉजर वर्ब रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब से बी प्लस V3 हम एवं सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉजर जी फाइनाइट टेंस वर्ब चेंजेस टू नॉन फाइनाइट फॉर्म टू हैव डन. पास्ट टेंस पाई टू हैव प्लस V3 सिंपली पास्ट. कम टू सेकंड सेंटेंस. फादर एक्सपेक्टेड. एक्सपेक्टेड पास्ट टेंस. पास्ट टेंस रो बी वर्ब वाज आउ ओआर आई पाई वाज लागिवो आई वाज. देन एक्सपेक्टेड चेंजेस टू नॉन फाइनाइट फॉर्म. पास्ट परफेक्ट. पास्ट परफेक्ट आमर रूल चार्ट रे थिला टू. पास्ट टेंस मीन्स ऑलवेज add टू प्लस हैव. टू प्लस हैव as it is perfect aspect been done. I was expected to have been done the mistake. This is our changing sentence. Come to third sentence. Headmaster thinks. Present simple easy. Think thought. The peon is thought. Peon is thought. It is present progressive. So the present progressive turns to be verb ing. To be cheating. You add the peon is thought to be cheating the students. And what is our passive for future time? The subordinate clause is in a future time. So the will changes to to. And what would be the passive form? I. Expect present. I am expected. I am expected to do it. Will do to do. This is the change. And this is the general rule we follow. So whenever the verb, suppose let, make, have, help, see, watch, hear. If such type of a verb takes any non-finite, that is here is non-finite laugh, second non-finite is tell. Non-finite means the verb which does not express or shows the tense. अर्थात जो वर्ब टेंस देखा नहीं ताको आमे नॉन फाइनाइट कहते. एटी लाभ अच्छी टेल अच्छी. जदि यही टाइप रे वर्ब गुड़िक वाक्य रे कोनोसी नॉन फाइनाइट नहीं एवं ताको आमे पासिव करिबा नॉन फाइनाइट चेंजेस टू इन्फिनिटिव और टू इन्फिनाइट. चेंज following the general rule. He made me. I was made. I was made. The non-finite changes to infinitive, to laugh. This is our passive. In the second case, her used as a subject she. Heard, that is simply past. She was heard. Tell, to tell. So the non-finite changes to plus infinitive. I was made to laugh. She was heard to tell a story. This is our passive. Request to all my viewers, watch the video deeply, attentively, seriously, you can solve all your doubts what you have.